Hello and thank you very much for clicking onto this video. It's another Fabfitfun video, surprise surprise, but this one's slightly different. It's regarding the restrictions and the lifting of some restrictions on the spoilers that have been released from Fabfitfun for the fall autumn 2022 box. Now, I didn't know about this until I went on the community forum, but I follow the spoilers on Instagram and Facebook, and sometimes I know going on past seasons they never mention fully the restrictions, especially on Instagram, so it gets confusing what's restricted and what's not. So I went on to the community forum, and that's where I discovered this whole controversy regarding the restrictions. Now, restrictions are not a new thing if you're an international customer. It's just a given, really. Electrical items, perfumes, I mean, that stuff is restricted, definitely, to be shipped. So we come to expect that, and every year that happens. But the amount of restrictions this year was unbelievable. I think somebody said at one point there were about 11 or 12, and especially from category 1. So they wanted sort of clarity from Fabfitfun what was happening. So the founder came onto the community forum and said and explained about the different types of restrictions, like obviously the electrical and perfume, but then that the restrictions to do the packaging because of the labelling, especially when it comes to Canada. They have to have both languages apparently on their packaging. And also she explained about brand contracts. Now, I don't think she fully explained about that, but I am definitely not going to explain it better myself, but I think it's to do with the brands and the contracts about who can sell what in what countries of their products. So yeah, there is that as well. Now, I don't really want to go too much in the controversy, but I will put that towards the end of the video. The reason I wanted to do this video is to list from the spoilers what is now being lifted from the restrictions and what is still restricted. Because if you're like me, I definitely had a hard job following, but Katie, in all due respect, she apologised and has a list on the community forum. I'll put it up there, but I'll also mention it here now. Okay, now, the items that were spoiled but are no longer restricted are from category 1, and it's the Weekender bag from Mally and Lily. And there's two options. There's a cream version, and then there's a black abstract version as well. So they're both being lifted as restricted, and they're available now. Category 2, and this one is important to me. It's from Glow Recipe. It's the Watermelon Glow Moisturizer. I'm not gonna lie, really disappointed when I heard that was restricted, especially because other products from Glow Recipe have been available, but I just put it down to ingredients. And so I'm really happy it's going to be included in this box, because it's definitely going to be a choice for me. So happy about that. Category 2 now is the Babe Original Serum. I have it wrote down here, the restriction has been lifted, but I have a funny feeling it's still not restricted from for Canadians. I'm guessing it's a packaging issue, but I'll look at that in a minute when I look at the items that are still restricted. So that is everything has been lifted, really, is the Babe Serum, the Glow Recipe, and the Weekender bag. Now, the items from the spoilers that are still restricted Category 1 is the Nars Blush, and there's 3 options, and obviously the whole 3 options are still restricted, and it's the Nars Taj Mahal, the Deep Throat Organism, I was going to say organism, but it's not, it's orgasm X or plus or something, and that's restricted to both Canadians and the UK. Also, funny enough, I have a funny feeling when Sephora used to deliver the UK that Nars wasn't available. I have a funny feeling. So that might be one of those ones where the company don't allow Fabfitfun to sell it to the UK. I'm thinking. I might be wrong, but that's just in the back of my mind. Right, also in category 1, and I think there is a whole lot more that I don't know about, or to be released that is restricted, and it's the air purifier, the Vio air purifier, and it's obvious it's probably to do with electrics. Right, also in category 1 is the Trophy Skin Brighten, and that is also UK, but it still might be available to Canada. Category 2, and this is where the Babe Original Serum comes in, and it's definitely restricted to Canada. Yeah, so sorry about that one. Category 3, and this disappoints me as well because I was interested in this, and it's the Living Proof, and I know a lot of Fabfitfun members love Fabfitfun because of the Living Proof range, because it's so much cheaper in Fabfitfun, and this is not available to the UK, but might be available, it probably is available to Canada, and it's the No Frizz Vanishing Oil. So I'm really disappointed about that. Category 6, and this is the last one I have, and it's the Dr. Brandt Skincare Hydrating Essence, and it's just restricted to the UK. And I'm saying this is just from the spoilers. There may be restrictions still on items, other choices that are available for the categories that haven't been released. So that'll be interesting to find out. There was an awful lot of controversy in the forum because I think, especially with category 1, so many choices from that category were restricted that a lot of members were questioning why. And I think it comes on the coattails of the last box where the hero choices were restricted for the UK, and I think that's why a lot of UK members were disappointed. So they began to ask questions, especially from the Fabfit administrators on the forum, and they were being ignored. Finally, Kitty Kitchens, I'm sorry if I've got your name wrong, but she came on, and I think as I explained on the start, she apologised, said there was an administrative error, and just wanted to clarify what was restricted and what wasn't. I don't know, I am still happy with Fabfitfun. There is still no box like it in the UK, but I have to be honest, I am a little bit disappointed about all the restrictions. I remember them saying before that they would try their best to provide alternative choices for UK and Canadian members, because lots of items are still restricted to Canadian members as well. And I remember being really disappointed in the last box that hero products were being restricted and not being replaced by other hero products. So yeah, for now I'm happy. I'm an annual member. I think it's my winter box when it comes up for renewal. I am going to keep an eye on the situation. I can't wait to find out what is available in the rest of the box. I don't think they're going to spoil any more products. So it's going to be just wait until the box is released and see how it goes. I don't think I'm going to skip the box because I still think the glow recipe for me is a big bonus. That to buy here is super expensive, so it is a dilemma. So it is. But we're just hoping that Katie keeps true to her word and keeps an eye on the situation. Yeah, I just think that lots of people were disappointed, and I'm wondering what would happen if they didn't call Fabfitfun out on that first category, having so many restrictions. Would they have let that mistake go? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm hoping that you've made it to the end of this video. If you've any questions, please feel free to hit me in the comments below. The only reason I made it is because if you're like me, I don't I was concerned about the restrictions, and I didn't understand from watching Instagram and Facebook what they were. So yeah, and also this just has popped into my head. Sorry, I went to try and find them and I couldn't find it. There are some sneaky price rises as well. And if I find, in fact, I know I'm going to find them and I'm going to put them up there. And it's regarding, and again, it's through the community forum. This wasn't mentioned on Instagram or any of their Facebooks. And in fact, somebody mentioned that Fabfitfun said to spread the word. It's to do with extra choices in each category. The price has gone up. Now, it might be $1 or $2, but in this current climate, every dollar counts. So I just want to make people aware of that as well. So yeah, hopeful this has been helpful to somebody, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are, and yeah, bye bye.